Hello, my name is Martha Cheslock. I am a senior at Carmel High School and I'm currently serving as your Indiana FCCLA First Vice President. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make some pretty simple reusable hand warmers. All you need to make these are some fabric, some uncooked rice, and then either fabric glue or some basic sewing supplies. I'll be showing you 3 different ways to make this, and then later on in the video I'll talk about how you can do this as a chapter and then what you can do with the final product. So without further ado, let's get started. The first method I'm going to explain is definitely the easiest. It's the one with fabric glue. So basically you'll just need 2 pieces of fabric that are the same size, and mine are about 5 by 4 inches, but you can do as big or small as you want to. And you're just going to take them and put the right sides together, and then you're going to glue around all the way around, except you're going to leave a little hole about that big right there. And then I'll show you guys how to do that. This is the easiest method. However, you might have seen that the glue is very wet and it got all over the place. So you have to wait for it to dry before you can turn them right sides out. So this might be a multi-day process. So now I'm going to show you how to sew them so you can do it more quickly. I'm sewing with the machine, so I'm going to do the same thing. So all the way around except leave about a 2-inch hole on one side, so like right there. At this point, whether you've glued it or sewed it, it should look something like this. And before we move on to the next step, I'll show you one more method, which will be hand sewing for anyone who doesn't have access to a sewing machine. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the back stitch, which we'll go all the way around this with. So I have my fabric right sides together again, and I got some pins in there to hold it together. And basically, you'll just put your needle in about a 1/4 inch away from the edges from the fabric. You'll pull it through. And then you'll make a little stitch and pull it through. And then that's the first stitch. And then you'll make another stitch going about the same distance away, like that. Pull through. And then you'll come down where your last stitch ended. So right there. Pull through. And it should start looking like that. And I'll keep going, and I'll take another video so you can hopefully see it a little better. You just keep coming up and then go down where your last stitch ended. And this is definitely a lengthy process, so I'm not going to record my whole thing, but it looks like that, and then I'll take another video to show it better. Alright, so now you've gone all the way around, either with glue, with machine, or hand sewing. And so now you're done, and you're going to trim off the extra fabric on the corners, and this will reduce bulk when you turn it right sides out, just like that. You do that on all 4 corners. And then you'll turn it right sides out.
So it's wearing spans too tight. Walking down the street with a dancing beat, trying so hard to be chic. All his friends think he's a king. He's got some moves, but he don't need.
Now we're gonna fill it with rice. You just need a funnel and then your bag of rice, and you just pour some in.
He's gonna knock, 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 knock on my door. Beg, beg, beg me for
this point, you're ready to close it. So you can either do that with glue, or you can do it with hand sewing, or you can do it really carefully by machine, but I'd recommend hand sewing it. So I'll just show you the whip stitch. You start with a thread and needle on the inside, and you'll pull it through to hide the knot on the inside. And then you're just going to carefully go through both layers across the hole until it's all closed up. It should look something like that when you're done. And then to tie it off, you're just going to put it through like you're taking another stitch. Don't pull it all the way through. And you have this loop, and you'll just put it through that loop, and it makes a knot. And you'll do that like 2 more times. Have a finished hand warmer, and all you have to do to heat it up is put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds, and it'll stay warm for about 30 minutes. You can ask members to make these by themselves at home or do it at a chapter meeting together. Either way, it'll be a really fun way for everyone to create something and maybe even learn a new skill and help the community at the same time. As for what to do with the completed hand warmers, there's so many options. You could donate them to a local shelter, you could hand them out on a cold day before or after school to students and teachers, or you can make them and sell them as a chapter fundraiser. Make them at a chapter meeting and then sell them at an outdoor event like a football game or another community event. A lot of events that are normally indoors have been moved outdoors this year due to health and safety concerns, so just pay attention in your community, and I'm sure you'll find an event that you can sell them at. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. If your chapter decides to make these hand warmers, make sure to post and tag us on social media so that we can see all of your awesome creations. Other than that, I hope that you and your FCCLA chapter are having a fun, safe, and healthy year despite these strange circumstances. I can't wait to see what everyone continues to accomplish as the year goes on. See you later!